up, guys? We're back with another movie chest. This episode, we're going to talk about Beautiful Boy, directed by Felix van Groningen.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
That was pretty smooth.
We're getting better.
Thanks. Thanks.
Just gotta
Practice
stay
10
away from the
times, you know?
animes.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess it's based on,
This
my
is your
pick.
pick, yeah.
Mhm. I actually didn't know it was based on a true story. I thought it was another, just a drama, father-son thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this whole very heavy movie.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna cry, but I didn't know I was gonna cry that much,
Okay.
Yeah, I was
But-
I was a little hesitant to watch this one because I knew it was going to be heavy.
Mhm.
And I was like, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't really looking forward to it because I just didn't want to go there, I guess. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I didn't go as deep into the depression well as I thought it would, actually. So maybe
Yeah.
that was a good thing.
Yeah. I think so.
When I first watched it, it was like early on when everything got shut down. So we were at my mom's house and we watched Little Women, Lady Bird, and then we were on a Timothy Chalamet
I see, yeah.
kick.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, he's in this one. No idea what it was about. Way different than the other movies. And we were just like, wow, that was heavy.
Which
But it was
his,
great.
which one was his best role out of those three? Can you say?
I mean, as an actor, I'd say probably this one, Beautiful Boy. But I mean, what I enjoyed him most in was probably Lady Bird, even though he didn't really have a huge role.
Yeah, he's pretty kooky in
Mhm.
that one.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I choose that one
I mean, he definitely killed it in this one, obviously.
for sure.
Him and Steve Carell. I mean, it hinged on both of them, and I think that they
Mhm.
both took it seriously, to the level they needed to.
For
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah. Especially since it's like based on a real story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's like based on two different memoirs, like one from the son and one from the dad,
Just shows
and they kind of just
both the
mixed it
perspectives.
together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how
Kinda
they
sneaks up on you
that
that
whole
it's a true
thing.
story too, doesn't it?
the what?
It kind of sneaks up on you that it's a true story. It doesn't tell you till the end.
Yeah.
And
I
it
know.
kinda
I was
just
like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
when we were watching it, I was like, huh, that's a true story. And then I started looking into it because I was interested,
Yeah.
But
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, the push and pull that like Steve Carell and Timothy Chalamet had was like felt very real, felt
Mhm.
father son, very intimate. Yeah, I was like amazed. I was glad it ended on like a lighter note though, it was like, yeah, it sets you up on like the percentile of like, people who kind of break the addiction and make it out okay is
Mhm.
that's your expectations very low, right?
yeah,
And the tone is sets and stuff. So I was glad that came up a little bit
Mhm.
rosy at the end,
Yeah. I mean, I got worried towards the end that it was gonna end depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
right.
it's good to see the hopeful ending.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
pretty
once his dad kind of like makes that decision to like, you can't
Just
come
cut
up,
it
like
there.
the final kind of, yeah, you're like, oh man, this could be
Yeah, it could be better.
what does it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it
Yeah.
was a good scene to end on. It was probably, I wanted like a minute long of them just sitting there on the bench or whatever. And then you just see Chalamet like slowly break down. I don't know if it like I was waiting for like a more definitive ending, but obviously with like an addiction storyline, it's like not ending. So I think
Mhm.
I think it was justified in how it ended, but it was more of a kind of set you off, not really on the bombastic ending, I guess. But
Mhm.
Yeah, it was very subtle. I loved that like long hold on the end there. It was like perfect, very poignant.
Yeah. Especially since I feel like the whole movie was very like frustrating almost because
Yeah.
you kind of know what's gonna happen next, but not really because you just expect him to relapse every time.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
at the ending, you're like, did he relapse? Did he die?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
just them updating us on what actually happened. That he's still sober, I
Yeah.
think. So
8 years. Yeah.
8 years, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a very like real. I thought it was a very real, like modern look at, I don't know, addiction and like how someone who like maybe doesn't have any intentions of, I think most people or a lot of people experiment with drugs and kind of stuff like that, and But yeah, this is just a movie that's like showing you the pitfalls of going too far, or messing with something that you can't, on a physical level, almost control.
Mhm.
Yeah,
For sure. It was definitely a very authentic, raw look at addiction
yeah,
and,
yeah.
the real consequences and things like that of
Yeah.
what it can lead to. And then, having that relationship with, the father son, how you want to
Yeah.
care for him, you want to be there for him, you want to love him unconditionally and all that stuff. But,
Right.
you just,
At a
yeah.
certain point,
It,
there's
it was,
nothing he can do, and
Yeah, it's like, how do
right,
you help?
exactly.
it's just so hard to go through that. I would assume as parent, and then to see that like in Steve Carell, I think he did a good job of like playing it pretty subdued and pretty quiet, but you could tell
Yeah.
the hurt he was feeling, and
Yeah, that inner
Definitely.
turmoil
Mhm.
certainly came through. Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah, I didn't think.
Especially that scene where he calls him, like asking for help, and Steve Carell's just saying like, "No, I'm sorry, I can't help you." That scene was just
Yeah.
heartbreaking for me.
Yeah, all after like kind of roping his girl or his ex-girlfriend and like into it too, and it's like, man,
Hmm.
yeah, this guy's kind of just spiraling even further, and like
Stealing
bringing
the
people with him
car,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, stealing the car. Yeah, just like using those people's house and stuff. Yeah, like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it gets gritty, like really near that, like it hits that rock bottom kind of near the end,
Hmm.
which is kind of makes that ending even better, I think. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
At first, I was questioning if because towards the beginning it was really non-linear. Um,
A lot
it,
of flashbacks and stuff,
it was
and
jumping
Yeah.
around quite a bit, and it took a minute
exposition.
to get onto it, I would say. But I came to the conclusion that like it was a good choice because like as a parent, you're probably like thinking back to the moment as a kid, and then you're like
Mhm.
looking at what's in front of you at your kid now, and you're like, this is what you want, like your love you had, and
Yeah,
so I think like it worked in the mindset of like he's jumping back in time like this because he's like reminiscing on what he
yeah,
had or what they had together, and
yeah.
Yeah.
Reflecting on like what he did, or what if there was anything he did that was wrong or anything like that
yeah,
kind of thing.
and just the
Yeah.
happy moments then juxtaposed with the sad moment, like
Mhm. Yeah.
it was good. It took a minute to like latch onto, but I think it was good in the end.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would agree with you though, Alex. I think this was, for me, I thought it was like really if you weren't a fan of Timothy Chalamet, maybe this one could persuade you to like take him seriously as an actor. I don't know. I thought
Yeah.
it was a very solid
Yeah.
performance for him.
Definitely. Both of them did a really good job, I think.
Yeah.
If any, for me, my biggest problem with the movie was the pacing. But other than that, I feel like the acting was, super on par. The ending was similar to what you guys were. That kind of open
Mm-hmm.
end was
Hmm.
kind of like, okay. I
What
don't
a-
I don't know how I felt about it at the time,
mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
after some thought, I was like, okay, I'm fine with it. It's justified. But
What about
yeah,
the
no, for sure
pacing
with
was
the
an issue? What could you say?
it just felt I don't know if it was because it was so, I don't know, heavy in emotional throughout the whole thing, where it just felt like it was like 4 hours long, and it just, I don't know,
It's just you want to be out of
that
those emotions after a while,
a little bit, it was just a constant of like, I don't know, a constant punch in the gut constantly throughout the movie, and it was just
Hmm.
kind of like,
Sure.
I need time to breathe here, guys,
Yeah,
but
I
I
think
guess, and again, that's justified because of the content that it's surrounding,
yeah, because I was like
Right.
saying I don't think it was pacing really, but it was like to me I felt frustration. I think like you said, Patricia, it was like you see him using again, and then like
Hmm.
again, and then again, and it's like like
Yeah.
so you're
Just coming
watching.
back to his dad for money and
Yeah,
stuff,
so you're
and
kind of like watching the same thing happen, which is to like an audience bad or whatever, or boring or whatever. But
maybe that's a better way to put it. I was just frustrated, I think, throughout the whole thing,
Yeah.
it's just hard to
but yeah,
watch, and you're just like don't want to sit there and feel that anymore, which is
right,
Hmm.
which is the point. So it's like yeah, I get you.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of hovering over my screen. I was like, how many times is he going to relapse? Like, I can't take it anymore.
Right.
But yeah, I guess that's the whole point of the film, I guess.
Yeah, for
You
The
sure.
know.
struggle. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Feels like it's never gonna end, and
Right.
Yeah.
it's a long struggle. One final comment I have that's really the last moment. One is I can't believe that they had Amy Ryan be the wife.
Right.
Like I sort to a
I
certain
was,
point, it's like I like she's a great actress, so it's like I want to see her in anything. But I don't know how you could how those two actors could hug at the end and not be thinking about The Office. Like
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
so it's just it like that's the things that just like takes you out of the movie for a minute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just because like that's so on the nose that those two actors were chosen. I don't know. I don't know what to say or what to feel about it, but
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of no fault of their own, It's just they kind
Yeah.
of have those characters. They're stuck with them now for the
Mhm.
rest of their lives. So
Yeah.
but,
no, but they were both good, and I enjoyed their scenes together too, even if I was
Yeah.
outside the story.
Mm.
you're just waiting for him to say that's what she said or something.
It's
You know?
just too self-aware for me, like
Fair enough. Yeah.
it's like in Eternals when they're saying when Jon Snow says Cersei. It's
Yeah,
like
right.
you're like
Yeah.
shattering illusions a little too
Yeah.
much,
Mhm.
like
Yeah. It's a little jarring. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I would probably give this one
Right.
4 stars, maybe 3.5. I don't know. I liked it and I enjoyed it. I don't think I'd ever really need to watch it again, but
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless you really, really, really want to cry,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just want to feel something.
Yeah.
It's definitely
feels
a
something.
one-timer for
mood.
sure.
Mhm.
It's a little
Yeah.
too
I did.
too heavy, I think.
It is
I don't know.
heavy. Yeah.
It
And
is.
I added this one to my list, or like when I first saw it, like I was like, I knew it was one that I like wanted to watch because I'm always in for some morose, some melancholy feels or whatever.
Yeah.
Some good
Mhm.
drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think my gut reaction was like 4 stars on this because I think it was like hit all the notes that it wanted to.
Yeah, I think the most people that would get the most out of this movie are people who have a kid. Like going
Yeah.
through,
Probably.
like this would probably be like the most real movie or most influential
Mm.
movie to someone like that. So
True.
Mhm.
Parents or divorced parents with kids.
yeah,
But,
Yeah. I landed on 4, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Landed on 4.
Yeah.
cool.
Just because it is,
Yeah.
it's like probably the most authentic that I've ever seen, at least when it comes to
Hmm.
action and things like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I was a
did a
little
really-
surprised it like set it up for me to think it was like an opioid epidemic thing, and then it turned out being. I mean, it wasn't really that big of a deal, but I mean, that's just a good hard look at the struggle of addiction for sure.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it was
definitely.
the music I thought was like it was subtle enough too, like to like push
Mm.
emotion through.
Mm.
But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, overall worth a watch. Worth a watch.
Yep.
Worth a watch.
sure.
You got to know what you're in for, though. Don't
Yeah.
just put it
Mhm.
on thinking you're going to be in for a good night.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I made that mistake.
Like, I want to feel good tonight. Let's watch Beautiful Boy.
Oh, it's a beautiful boy.
Yeah.
I just thought,
Not a
Steve
beautiful
Carell is a funny
relationship.
guy. Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet,
He is beautiful,
good
right?
actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't read the synopsis, just press play.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Good movie, but kind of sad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like that shuffle function on Netflix now. Like if you hit shuffle and it threw that on, you just be like,
That's
Yeah.
like
I think
what?
I mentioned this before
Yeah.
when I hit shuffle on Netflix and it pulled up 365 days and it says Netflix thinks you'll like this steamy drama. I was like, I don't know if you know me, Netflix, but
You're gonna like
Right.
it.
yeah, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Me and Sarah watched it because we're dedicated to the shuffle. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
no, didn't like it.
You're actually dedicated to that shuffle feature?
We did that one time.
One-
I don't know if we'll ever do it again. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just said we were gonna do it. so-
Cardio. Yeah.
I like that. I like that you followed through with it at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shows character, you know?
It was like a worse version of 50 Shades. I didn't think that was possible, but
Hmm.
it was bad.
Just-
But anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's a recommend for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I think anybody
Solid
could
movie.
watch
Just know
it.
what you're in for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just beware. Just beware.
Yeah.
It's a little
If you're
sad.
like when I'm watching this with a significant other or something, like just be a little sweaty after. I think you're gonna be a little like
Yeah.
a little down in the dumps. I don't know, like
You might want heroin after. I don't know.
Yeah.
What this could do to you.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, stick around for more reviews and
Yep.
stay gold out there.
Yeah.
Should
Stay gold.
Should we just say it
Tony
at the end,
boys.
guys? I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good
Stay gold.
advice. Good advice. Stay
Stay
gold.
Yeah.
gold.
Stay gold.
all right. See you later, guys.